Welcome, this is Carrie Schell from On Point Quilter. I am hoping that you enjoy this video where I'm going to share with you a technique for creating a landscape quilt that is foundation piecing friendly. On your home screen, select Design a Block from Scratch. Select a new block, Pieced and Applique, Easy plus Applique. In the Precision toolbar, change the block width to 20 and height to 14. And let's snap every inch, so let's set that at 20 by 14. For snapping options, select Snap to Grid only. When I create foundations, I like to start by creating the major sections for the block, and these will be the pieces that we will use for doing the individual foundations. Select the line tool and draw a line from 5 inches on the left to 7 inches on the right. Draw a second line from 7 inches on the left to 10 inches on the right. For the third line, I'll start at 11 inches on the left and cross the previous line at around 14 inches. If you extend over a line, the piece will snap off when we go to the Color tab. For the last segment, I will start at 13 inches on the left and overlay the previous line at around 10 inches. Select the Color tab and go back to Draw. Note that we have a total of 5 sections and that the extended pieces have been cut off. And now we're going to turn off Snap to Grid and turn on Snap to Lines and Arcs. I'll start by working on subdividing the top segment. With the line tool, I'm always going to connect up 2 existing lines within the segment, never overlapping a line other than one that I want to be the starting point for that particular line. When creating my own foundations, I'm always working from the outside in. This will ensure that we will end up with one foundation for the particular segment that I'm subdividing. After the 2 outside corners, I'm using a log cabin approach to draw some of the additional lines. Since the top 4 sections are all going to be sky, I don't need to be super fussy about the start and stop point other than I follow my foundation piecing rules. Once I have the top section done, I'll go to Color and select Print and Export and select Foundation. Confirm that the foundation you just drew is a single foundation. If not, you're actually going to want to start over. Then I'll go ahead and close, select the Draw tab, and in the Precision toolbar, add Snap to Node in addition to Snap to Lines and Arcs. When drawing from a node, we're going to actually start or stop at the node. For the lines and arcs, I prefer to do the extended line as it helps ensure that the longer line does not bend. We will again work from the outside in, so I'll draw some lines connecting the top and bottom segments on the left, and then the right edge with the bottom segments on the right. I'll then draw some long cabin lines to complete the center. I'll select the Color tab and again go to Print and Export, Foundation. Now EQ did not create the foundation as I wished, but I suspect that once I draw the next foundation, it will be okay. Select Close, go back to Draw, and with the Line tool, draw the lines for the next segment. Go to Color, go to Print and Export, and select Foundation. Note that Foundations 2 and 3 are now working as planned. Go ahead and close, go back to Draw, and draw the 4th segment. Select Print and Export, followed by Foundation, and everything looks good, so I will go ahead and close. Select the Draw tab, and with the Line tool, now draw some sort of horizontal lines that will be used for the land. Select the Color tab and select Print and Export, followed by Foundation, and confirm that we now have our 5 foundations. And go ahead and close. Select the Color tab, and now I am going to go offline and pull in fabrics for the skies, the ground, and color the block. I ended up primarily using a variety of batiks and tonal types of prints to represent the sky. To get a better visual, select Hide Show Quilt Patch Lines and Add to Project Sketchbook. Select the Draw tab and now select the Applique tab where we're going to add our crosses. Select the Draw tool and select the line, and for each cross, draw 2 lines, one slightly vertical and the other slightly horizontal. Select the Edit tool and click, hold, and drag one of the nodes to adjust the starting and stopping points of any of the lines. Select Draw and now select the brush stroke. Make sure that you are at full screen view, and under Stroke Properties, change the minimum width to 0 and the boldness to 1, and double-click on each of the line segments for the smaller 2 crosses. Click somewhere else on the work table, and now change the minimum width to 0.5. Double-click on the lines for the large cross. Select the Color tab and color the crosses. To reposition the crosses, select the Draw tab, and with the Pick tool and the Shift key on your keyboard, select the pieces for each cross and drag them to their desired location. Select the Color tab and Add to Project Sketchbook. Select the Quilt work table and select a new quilt horizontal. On the Layout tab, change the number of blocks to 1 by 1 and change the size to 20 by 14. Select the Border tab. Border number 1 should be 0.25 long horizontal. We'll make the second one 0.5, and then we're going to add, we'll make the third one 1 inch, and then add and make the last one 0.25, and I'll change that to a mitered for the binding. Select the Design tab. Under Block Tools, Set Block, select the foundation block and click on the quilt center. Then select Fabric Tools and color the borders. And I'm going to Hide Show Quilt Patch Lines, and now I want to add some text. Select Layer 2 and select Text Tools, Set Text. Under the Select Typeface, you can select any font that's on your computer. But if the font isn't on your computer, it's not one of your options. I spent some time playing with different fonts and ended up deciding to use one that was called Mini Heart Black. And I'm going to set the approximate size at 4 inches. The color that it's going to have is going to be the last color that I used. And I'm just going to use the Shift key on my keyboard and hold it while I drag a box. Type in "He is risen." Then I can select it with the Adjust tool, and with the Controller Command key, select the center and drag one of the corners to rotate slightly. Turn off Snap Block to Grid, and that will allow you to drag and reposition anywhere on your quilt. Then I will select Add to Project Sketchbook. Thanks so much for watching. I would love to see your favorite landscape quilt, and I wanted to wish you a happy Easter.